Hello everybody, and welcome! Today we're diving into a topic that's often shrouded in myths and misconceptions, a woman's first time having intercourse. You see it in the movies, you maybe even see it in those naughty films, but let's be honest, real life is a whole different ballgame. Let's explore the real-life experiences and how they differ from what we see in movies or porn. It's time we ditch the fairy tales and get down to the nitty-gritty, the real deal about a woman's first time. So darling, you're thinking about taking the plunge? Well, first things first, let's talk about the emotional roller coaster you might be on. It's perfectly normal to feel a whole cocktail of emotions swirling around inside you. Excitement, anxiety, maybe even a little bit of fear. It's all part of the package. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's like a good movie. You've got your drama, your comedy, and yes, even a little bit of suspense. You see, my dears, the mind is a powerful organ, and when it comes to sex, it plays a starring role. If you're feeling anxious or pressured, it can really put a damper on the whole experience. That's why it's so important to be mentally prepared and in a good headspace. Don't be afraid to talk to your partner, a trusted friend, or even a therapist. Getting those feelings out in the open can make a world of difference. Remember, you're not alone in this. Every woman goes through it, and it's okay to feel all the feels. Now, let's talk about the physical sensations, because let's be honest, that's what everyone's really curious about. The truth is, the first time can be a bit uncomfortable. Some women experience pain, while others describe it as more of a pressure or a tingling sensation. It all depends on your individual body and pain tolerance. Think of it like this. The hymen, that thin membrane at the opening of the vagina, can sometimes stretch or tear during intercourse, which can cause some discomfort. But here's the thing, not everyone bleeds, and even if you do, it's usually just a little bit of spotting. Don't buy into those old wives' tales. The important thing is to listen to your body. If something hurts, speak up. Tell your partner to slow down or stop altogether. There's no need to be a hero. A good lover will understand and want to make sure you're comfortable. And here's a little secret: lubrication is your best friend. Don't be shy about using it liberally. It can help reduce friction and make the experience a whole lot more enjoyable. Now, let's talk about foreplay, because believe me, this is where the real magic happens. Foreplay isn't just some quickie before the main event, it's an essential part of the experience, especially for women. You see, when you're aroused, your body releases natural lubrication, which helps relax the vaginal muscles and makes penetration more comfortable. Think of it as warming up your car on a cold winter's day. You wouldn't just hop in and go, would you? Take your time. Explore each other's bodies and build up the anticipation. Kissing, touching, oral sex. It's all fair game. The more aroused you are, the more enjoyable the whole experience will be. And don't be afraid to communicate your desires to your partner. Tell them what feels good and what doesn't. Remember, good sex is a two-way street. Chapter 4. The Big O: Expectations versus Reality. Now let's talk about the big O orgasm. The truth is, many women don't orgasm their first time, and that's perfectly okay. Orgasms can be elusive little creatures, even for seasoned pros. Don't put too much pressure on yourself or your partner to make it happen. Focus on the overall experience and the intimacy you're sharing. You know, sex is about so much more than just the climax. If you do orgasm, fantastic. But if you don't sweat it. It's a journey of discovery, and every woman's body is different. With time and practice, you'll learn what works for you. Chapter 5. Communication and Consent: The Golden Rules of Sex. Now let's talk about two of the most important aspects of any sexual encounter: communication and consent. These aren't just buzzwords, they're essential for a safe, healthy, and enjoyable experience. Communication is key, my dears. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, express your desires, and voice any concerns you might have. A good partner will listen and respect your boundaries. And remember, consent is everything. It should be freely given, enthusiastic, and ongoing throughout the entire encounter. If you're ever feeling pressured or uncomfortable, you have the right to say no at any time. Chapter 6: Awkward Moments. Embrace the learning curve. Let's be real, the first time can be a little awkward. You might feel self-conscious about your body, fumble around a bit, or even laugh out loud at the most inopportune moments. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. Don't take it too seriously. Sex is supposed to be fun and playful. Embrace the awkwardness, laugh it off, and remember that you're learning together. The more you relax and let go, the more enjoyable the experience will be. So, take a deep breath, embrace the unknown, and remember that everyone starts somewhere. Chapter 7: Emotional Connections Beyond the Physical. Now, while the physical aspects of sex are important, let's not forget about the emotional connection. Sex can be a deeply intimate and bonding experience, especially when it's shared with someone you care about. When you feel emotionally connected to your partner, it can enhance the physical sensations and lead to a more fulfilling experience overall. Trust, intimacy, and vulnerability. These are the ingredients that transform sex from a physical act into something truly special. So take the time to nurture your emotional connection with your partner. Talk to each other, share your feelings, and build a foundation of trust and respect. The journey of 1,000 kisses begins with a single step. So there you have it, my dears. A woman's first time is a unique and personal experience. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and it's important to approach it with an open mind and a sense of adventure. Remember, everyone's experience is unique, and it's important to approach this milestone with care, understanding, and respect. Don't believe everything you see in the movies or in those magazines. Real life is so much more interesting and fulfilling. So relax, enjoy the ride, and remember to communicate with your partner. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content.